Welcome, guys. Thank y'all for joining this quick little video where today we're going to be talking about how to bypass Facebook's new clampdown on organic ads. So if you didn't know, well, first off, you will learn, go over a few things. You will learn about Facebook's new game-changing announcement that Zuckerberg just released, how it's going to affect your business owners, your if you own a published page on Facebook, and how owners will have to adapt to this new change, and how everything you have to do now that before you may be doing and you won't be able to do anymore, or some of the stuff you were doing that's just not going to have the same effect as you were doing. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Nick Terrio. I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana. I know that's kind of out of the blue. Most people, it seems like all these big Facebook marketers and stuff are from either Texas, New York, or California, but I own a digital marketing agency where Facebook ads focused. I got about 2 years of running Facebook ads, pretty much trialed and aired and everything like that to successfully run Facebook ads. And now I basically run it for other people. I help other businesses focus, help them increase sales. And just with Facebook ads, I was able to generate 6 figures in sales from Facebook for just one of my businesses. So let's get started. Zuckerberg's announcement was huge. I mean, it was game changing. It really put an effect on a lot of people. They made a study and it revealed that a lot of people weren't leaving Facebook satisfied. So people were getting on their phone, they were scrolling through Facebook, and they didn't have any type of effect on themselves after they got off the phone. So, if they're in a bad mood, they got on, they didn't really engage with any content, and then they got off their phone, just leaving them with the same way they felt. So how did they fix that? They basically talked around. And I mean, obviously, it's a pretty simple solution to fix. They decided they're going to curve the news feed and focus purely on just friends and family content. Page publishers, you're kind of screwed because they've basically dropped a huge amount from the publishers. And I mean, all right, so I have a page with about 2,700 likes. Each post gets about 500 to 600 reach organically, and now I'm getting like 25, 35 on the reach of how many people I'm reaching. So it's a huge curve for publishers, page publishers, and Facebook even told them that, hey, you're not going to have any reach. Like, they clearly told people who own pages and stuff, that you're not going to have any reach. I mean, they made that very clear. So, this is going to cost business owners a lot of money because now that they have to experiment with other ways. Facebook, you could generate a few sales by just posting every day, getting people to share your content purely organically and completely free. So how do we continue to use the #1 advertising platform? What do you have to keep doing? How can we adapt to this change and move forward? Because that's what it's all about, being a business owner, entrepreneur, is adapting and moving forward. You do not quit. You keep moving forward. You adapt, you figure out what has to be done, and you keep moving forward. So what do you have to do? You really need to venture off into Facebook paid advertising. So the reach might be affected organically, but with Facebook paid advertising, it's not. So if you didn't know, this is the cheapest form of paid advertising. For as little as $5 a day, you can reach around 1,000 people, which is pretty good. So that could definitely, think about like handing out business cards. Can you go hand out 1,000 business cards for $5? No, probably not. So highest, you have really, really good targeting. You can, target people's age, their gender, their location, their interests, behaviors, and more. You can create lookalike audience based off previous customers. You could retarget website traffic. There's a lot you could do with Facebook ads. It's just knowing, having enough knowledge to know what you can do is key with this. You have full control of the ad. I know I've been contacted by a few services. I'm not going to mention them on here, but they were like, you got to pay us like $300 a month for the next 6 months, and we're going to make sure you're on top of the search engine at all times. And this is not Google or with SEO. This is like actual business marketplaces where people go and search for businesses in the area with needs. And a lot of people don't like locking in with a contract for X amount of time. And the cool thing with Facebook is it's purely based off you. You don't have to come there and go in and say, all right, here's $150 Facebook. This is for 30 days at $5 a day. Here you go, pay that $150, and then they start advertising. They're gonna start advertising and then charge you at the end of the month. So it's definitely not something that you have to lock in and agree on. You can run an ad for $5 a day. The first day the ad sucks, you quit it midday because it's only at $2 and only spend $2.50. You're good to go. That's it. You don't have to spend any more. And Facebook will never kill Facebook, paid advertising. They killed the organic reach and stuff, but they never will take out paid advertising. And why is that? Facebook advertising is a multi-billion-dollar revenue stream for Facebook. I was looking at a few studies, and there was one saying that just in 2013, 2014, Facebook made $7 billion from Facebook paid ads. So that's just publishers making ads. They spent $7 billion in 2013. God knows what it is in 2018, 2017. There's tons of brands spending a lot of money, especially with a lot of people doing the Shopify drop shipping. Even more publishers got into it. So Facebook advertising is huge. So they would never want to come there and kill their paid advertising. And if anything, if they force more business owners to paid advertising, they get more money. And I mean, if you think about it, you create a business page, the first thing it asks, the first time you make a post, they'll say try boosting this post. Make another post. Hey, here's $10 of free credit to boost the post. And then you make another post. Hey, this post is doing amazing. Once you boost it, they're trying to force you. They're trying to get your attention. They never made it easier to boost the post and start advertising with Facebook. Now, I do look upon those people who do boost the post, and that's not true Facebook marketers. And I'm going to talk to y'all about that later. So the downside. What is the downside with more people going to Facebook advertising? There's gonna be more competition. There's gonna be higher cost per action, which is like your cost per click, your cost per lead, cost per engagement. Because there's more people going into the competition. Now, is it gonna be huge? All of a sudden now we're getting 10x. Say if you're getting leads right now at $1, are you gonna spend $10 per lead? No, it's not gonna be that big. Maybe 50% to maybe double if you're engaged right now. But it's still the cheapest form of advertising. So you have to be smart. That's the only way you can be able to completely get that. So common objections. Let's go over a few things about Facebook advertising and why a lot of people steer away from it. First one is I've tried Facebook ads and they didn't work. These are probably people who have only clicked boost posts. They have never really had any goals for the ad. They just want to reach a lot of people, and they thought, hey, the more people that see my ad, the better, which is not true. They never did any type of research on what's working for their industry. They never dive deep. They never, funnel hacked any other businesses in their niche. They literally just created an ad, maybe took a picture of something they're selling and said, hey, this is $9.95. Here's my website. Here's my phone number. Message me. Gave a really complicated ad, posted it out because Facebook said, hey, this post is doing well once you boost it. They tried Facebook ads and it didn't work. So these are also the people who never did any form of split testing, running various ads, figuring out what's a winner. When I first started Facebook ads, I was that person. And this is how I know all this, because I launched an ad and it sucked. And I was like, oh God, Facebook advertising sucks. And then as soon as I started split testing, that was game changing for me. So this also kind of goes around with tracking results and stuff, figuring out where your cost per lead is, your cost per engagement, how to get those lower, and what's driving business in your business. These are also people who've never did any type of funnel. They never created a multi-stage marketing plan. So using Facebook to drive traffic into a system that's going to generate themselves. They literally just hope for phone calls with a simple Facebook ad. They never retargeted people based off their awareness stage. They simply just said, hey, call me now, or whatever, to buy this product. And these are also the people that believe money is made in the front end. That means that literally just that ad right there should generate them hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they have no clue on how to make money in the back end of the business. You see, Facebook depending on your business, money is not always made in the front end of the business. So let's say if you're promoting some type of free content and you generate leads, and then you later on sell those leads, and that's where you make the money at. So this is huge right now in the Facebook ads realm. Next objection: Facebook ads cost too much. Again, this is a really misconception right now in the Facebook ads community, because they really do not at all. $5 a day is what we're asking you for. $5 a day to start, and that's $5 a day where you're not even charged to the end of the month. So you basically have $150 with Facebook credit, and then if you make a sell in the first 7 days, that pays it off. Or you can slowly grow that $5 a day to $10 a day, $15 a day, $20 a day, and scale your business. So these are just a few examples. A radio ad is $300 to $1,000. You pay that for that one commercial, and you're blasting it to people that of various ages, various genders, various interests, various behaviors, and there's no guarantee in sales and stuff. You don't know, all right, how many people listen to it. You don't know how many people, what people did after that radio ad. It's basically just blasting and creating awareness, and that's it. Facebook ads, you could specifically target people specifically by their age, their gender, their interests, what phone they're using, or their mobile, desktop, super specific, versus a radio ad or a TV commercial where it's just blasted all over. Local TV ad between $250 to $1,500. And again, all this is credit to Google right here. Google AdWords as well is more competition. If you Google a lawyer in your area, there's been like 6 lawyers or 3 or 4 lawyers with Google AdWords ads at the top, all fighting for each other for people to click on your link. So there's a lot more competition. There is a lot of stuff you can get like $1, $2 per click on the ad. And there's some that is extremely expensive, of like $50 per click, and more high competitive. Real estate, lawyers is pretty competitive. Facebook advertising, there's a lot of these marketing stuff like that as well. There's a lot of really high competition. So if you really can't afford $5 a day with Facebook advertising, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, pick up the phone and start dialing, because that's gonna be your best bet for money, driving money to your business at absolutely free. Go download a few Grant Cardone books. I highly recommend. If you're not first, you're last. The Survival Guide, Close Your Survival Guide, and Sell or Be Sold. Go download those books, start reading them, and pick up the phone and start dialing, because that's to be your biggest money driver if you can't do $5 a day on Facebook ads. So next objection is, I don't know how to run Facebook ads. So in my opinion on that, I'm not even gonna make a video regarding how to run Facebook ads, because Google and YouTube, let that be your friend. There is thousands of videos on YouTube on how to set up a business manager account, how to create an ad account, how to do everything but click boost a post, how to cross test, split test, everything like that you need to know on YouTube. Google, there's tons of different forums, a bunch of different websites to learn marketing from. So there's a lot of content online that's completely free and available to you. You don't need to go download someone's amazing course on how to run Facebook ads, because really the biggest keys with Facebook ads is first learning how to run them. Once you know how to run them, the key is in the copywriting, the offers, creating the funnels and stuff, and directing traffic. So the second option is work with a Facebook ads agency. So this is basically where, hey, I don't feel like learning all this. I want someone just to do it for me. Benefits of working with an agency: you're working with someone who knows how to do it from the beginning, so you're not going to spend a lot of time testing and trialing. So I'm going to give you a little story about myself and how I started a Facebook ads agency. So I started with Facebook ads back in 2015. It was pretty easy, pretty cheap. I did the standard boost a post. When I opened up my first business, it was a quick and easy way to scale the business. I didn't want to lock in any contracts. I didn't really have much money to start with, so I couldn't afford some type of contract where I'm paying $300-$400 for the next 3 months, 6 months to a year for them to promote my business. I needed something that I could control, that is cheap to start off with and is scalable, so that way I can increase the budget as it goes. So that's how I found Facebook ads, and there was a lot of people on Facebook, especially people in my niche. So I was like, let me start off with Facebook. And like I said, I never liked the idea of spending a large sum of money with no guarantee, so I needed something I can scale. So I started with a small Facebook budget and devoted myself to getting better, kept learning, kept downloading courses and stuff, and kept pushing myself to learn more. I made a lot of mistakes as well, but this allowed me to grow my first business to 5 figures a month in sales purely with just Facebook ads. How do I know? Because I know how to cross-reference all my leads with sales and also ask people, where did you hear from us? Facebook and blah, blah, blah. So there's definitely ways you can track this stuff if you're working properly, and cross-referencing everything. So this allowed me to take my part-time business full time. I didn't have to worry about, I was able to quit my job, go full time. I've been 2+ years self-employed, be 3 years coming up very soon, purely due to Facebook ads. So this led me to opening an advertising business soon on, where we basically help and focus on business owners, increasing their knowledge on Facebook ads and running campaigns for them. One of our clients is in the used car sales niche. So we're working a lot with, generating them leads for people who's interested in buying a car, so that way they don't have to go around calling around and stuff. Last month, December 2017, we generated 192 leads at $247 per lead last month. So obviously this is going to be different for, every city's going to be different, every state's going to be different of how many leads, your budget, all that's dependent on this number right here. So, but they were very happy with that. So, and also on another business, last month we spent $491 on a campaign that was promoting a $14.97 product, and we closed $8,000, a little bit more, probably closer to $10,000 in sales, but we for sure have $8,000 tracked. So I don't want to promote any higher numbers, but we closed about $8,000 in sales last month for another business, and that was purely just through one campaign, and we spent about just under $500 in. So knowing how to properly run campaigns is key for results. I spent around $10,000 in over a year trying to figure all of this out. I mean, there's a lot, you think, oh, hey, yeah, let me just go put an ad out real quick, click boost to post, and that's it. I'm running, that's what a lot of people get the misconception. A lot of people have that feeling, hey, Facebook ads don't work for me. If you know how to build a campaign, you know how to build a full funnel and make money in the back end, come there and generate these leads and make sure that you get something from it, you can make money. So now I'm not going to keep y'all too much longer, but you basically have 2 options to, get away from this killing Facebook ads, organic reach. You can go at this alone, spend thousands of dollars figuring this stuff out, getting frustrated and wasting the next 6 to 12 months of your life trying to figure all this out. You have a lot of headaches, a lot of late nights, and you know what? If you want to figure it out, I'm all for it. Go ahead. I want you to do what makes wise for you. So, second thing is you can work with a company who has not just done it, but actually mastered it. Like I said, last 2 months we've generated campaigns, generated results for clients. This is from 2 years of Facebook ads experience. This is definitely something that we specialize in. We don't promote all kinds of other stuff. Like literally all we do is Facebook ads. We don't do any type of website design, SEO, Google AdWords. We focus just on one thing to ensure quality for our clients. So let me just give you a quick idea of what it'd be working with me, my agency. So basically, this is the overview of the service, Facebook paid advertising service. So we're going to set everything up for you. We're going to create your ad account. We're going to create your business manager account, create your ad account. We'll add you to the account. We'll set up your credit card and stuff to the account. And then we'll go ahead and start setting up the pixels. So a pixel is a short little piece of code that we can put on like your website if you're getting a lot of traffic to your website. And this little code allows you to track people's actions. So say if you have a services page, when people land on your services page, we can immediately start sending them ads saying, hey, here's a quick little coupon offer, something like that, to get people to go back and buy and confirm with you. You can segment people into different audience groups with this pixel, and it's really powerful for remarketing and attacking those people that already have experience with your brand and have already interested. So we also set up some custom audiences. So if you want to send us like a customer file of people who've already bought from you, we can create a lookalike audience from that. Sorry about that, guys. We create a lookalike audience from that, and basically we can target people that's already, we can create a lookalike audience based off people that's already interacted with your brand, and go out and use Facebook's algorithm to find more people like your customers already to give a higher conversion rate on everything like that. So we do optimization of ads and return on investment. So optimization basically means with ads, you got to constantly optimize the ad and ensure it's performing a-okay. You know, if you let an ad run too long without updating like some of the creative, the image, the text and stuff, you're going to get a higher conversion rate, spend more money, and get less sales. So you have to make sure you're constantly on that. We do that about twice a week, fixing little things to ensure the ad's performing a-okay. Proven strategy, we do set up all your landing pages, full service creative. So if you don't have any special images or stuff like that, you know, we do all the image, the creative, the text, all that good stuff. And when you're working with me, you get 24/7 support. Call me whenever you want. You get my personal number. Call me whenever you want, and you know, we'll help you out. So, and there's no long-term locked-in contracts. It's a service you pay monthly for. You know, just like your Spotify membership, if 1 month you decide you want to cancel, that's it. There's no long-term. You sign 30-day contracts or 30-day agreements, and that's it for the service. So let me give you an overview of the first 3 months, because the first 3 months is really where, you know, when you're working with an agency, is really key is the first 3 months. So depending on how these first 3 months go will really outline the next, you know, let's say year of working together, and really kind of set the ground, the foundation of how everything's going to go from the start. So the first week, if you sign on with me, we're going to set up your ad account. You're going to add me to your ad account as admin, or if I create your ad account, we'll add you to it, so that way you can have an overview of everything we're going. You know, there's no secrets and stuff like that. We're going to start working on your first campaign. We have like a discovery call and whatnot, so that way we can ask you a few questions about your business and stuff. And we're going to set up, you know, kind of strategize, set up a few different, you know, theorize and draft a few campaigns. Then we'll get on a call with you and we'll say, hey, look, let's overview of all these. You know, we want to make sure they fit with you, because we can launch all the ads we want, but if they don't, you know, sound okay with you, you know, if they're too aggressive, they're too, you know, maybe they're too polite, you know, everyone has their overview of their brand, and we want to make sure that our ads we're running for you is aligned with your vision. So, and then we'll launch your first campaign within about, you know, 7 days of setting up your ad account and signing the agreement. So the second 2 weeks is basically we're going to build momentum, you know, about learn more, get some data back about your audience, and then we'll starting to see some, you know, small results and stuff. And also we'll really be focusing on split testing and campaign. So this is going to happen the second, you know, the first 2 to 4 weeks, and we're going to start basically getting some more information and data back about your business. Weeks 5 to 8, we're going to start focusing on longer term of how to let this campaign run for a longer period of time. Because the thing about marketing is that it works best when it can be long and consistent. So now that we've experimented with a few different campaigns, you know, different ads and stuff, we'll focus on what we can really, you know, use to focus on long-term growth. Now this will happen between the first 5 to 8 weeks, and also we'll start build some lookalike audience based off people who visit the landing page, visit your website, because we'll have the pixel installed, we'll have enough fires, and we'll have enough leads. So that way, you know, we can start building lookalike audience. You have to have 100 people at minimum to build a lookalike audience. So weeks 9 to 12 is where you're really going to start seeing a big improvement in your sales. You know, the campaigns are going to be, you know, fully optimized and tweaked and stuff, focused on long-term growth. You know, me and you have built a long-term, you know, kind of a relationship together. So we both know, you know, I know a little bit more about your business. We know what to run. We kind of know where what drives your customers. We know what, you know, drives your business, all that good stuff. Weeks 9 and 12 is where we're going to start focusing more on. That's where we're going to start doing, you know, a little bit less work. But we've also built heavily on these past few weeks on building the campaign, understanding your audience and stuff, and driving sales. So now where we can focus on long and term and consistent growth, and we could even offer, you know, some scalable solutions where if maybe you want to increase the budget and stuff like that, so you can start scaling up your business. Because if you're getting more sales now, with your current budget, we can start scaling that budget and generate even more sales. So that's basically what the first 3 months are going to look like. And then after that, we'll continue to work together and driving results for your business, working on new campaigns. Average length of a campaign is like 6 months. You can basically run one before, it's time to start tweaking it. Some people, there's this one campaign I've been getting retargeted with on Facebook for about a year, almost 2 years now. And the guy is still killing it with over a year long run on Facebook. So when you nail on that first campaign, it does amazing, and you start generating money from not just the front end but the back end of the business. You can really focus on scalable solutions and increasing results for your business. So now you're probably asking, what's the cost? So like I said, we're not some huge marketing advertising agency that's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That's working with Nike and stuff like that. We charge $14.97 a month. The reason why is because we know we can generate you more than $14.97 a month in sales. And we charge a $500 setup fee to create your ad accounts, theorize on your first campaign and stuff. So you're looking at about a $2,000 investment at the beginning, and then per month from here, it'll be $14.97. Plus, we also charge. We also recommend, we only want to work with clients that can spend about $600 at a minimum per month. So the $600 ad spend, that is what you're responsible for. We'll set up your credit card with the ad account and everything like that. Facebook's automatically going to charge you for that. You are looking to spend more around $2,100 a month after they're on the second month where the $500 setup fee is going. But again, this is all, you're spending this amount of money, but at the same time, you're working with an agency that has proven results that can back this. So the business that we charge $14.97 for a month, they spend about $500 a month in ad spend. So they're spending about $2,000 a month, and they return $8,000 in sales with $6,000, around probably $5,000 in revenue, personal profit from this campaign that we're running. So you're spending that money, but also you're getting more sales in return. So, but since you were good and everything, I'm giving a special limited time offer for you guys. $497 a month for the first 3 months. So that beginning first 3 month stage that we're gonna be working together, you basically get a limited 3-month trial at $497 per month. No setup fee, so this will be saving you about $3,500. That's about $1,000 knocked off for the first 3 months, and no setup fee. So you'll be saving a good bit of money. So regular, after the 3rd month, it's gonna be back up to $14.97 a month. But by then, you're gonna have a good scope of whether we could bring results to your business or not. If you can, if not, then no hard feelings. We'll quit. Done. Like I said, there's no locked in contracts. I'm not asking you to sign your next 12 months away. This is purely ongoing basis. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to claim this offer, go to terriosolutions.com/go. We only have 9 more spots left before we're full. We're not a huge agency, so we have a limited amount of people we can add on to our business. So if you would to claim this offer, terriosolutions.com/go. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Y'all have a great day.